All right. Welcome back to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host here, Eric Rodriguez, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. We talk, everything professional wrestling, potential storylines, backstage, action that's happening inside and outside of the ring. So you can always count on me, your boy E, always, bringing, filling you into the loop. Obviously, I know times are, lives are busy. So if you have an hour to dedicate your time to professional wrestling, I'm going to give you guys the hottest news, basically, all things professional wrestling. So, yeah, definitely love that. But before I move on any further, I want to remind you guys to use the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Shoot me your questions, comments, and concerns. Give me your projected storylines in terms of WWE. Do you think Sami Zayn will come out Intercontinental Champion, leaving Money in the Bank? Obviously, hit up the chat. Don't be too shy. Hit up the chat. But yeah, honestly, guys, your opinion means a lot to us. It really does help the show. Here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity. Remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show, and also follow the show, also the network, the GSMC Sports Network. And once again, the link is at the GSMCpodcast.net. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into this. Our women's wrestling power rankings. Let's do this. Who will be number one? Will your favorite wrestler be number one? Who knows? If you have any, suggestions, let me know. At number 10, I have Athena, the Ring of Honor, Women's World Heavyweight Champion is number 10. She kind of, I think that her booking could be better. I know that Ring of Honor has recently kind of merged with All Elite Wrestling. So I'm anticipating like more people coming after her title, but it's kind of crazy. I want to see her in action more. I do. She's a great wrestler. Obviously, I know her from WWE. She was Ember Moon from NXT. Had so much success there. Obviously, didn't really work out due to poor booking, poor creative choices by WWE. But Athena's she's a goddess. She's the goddess of wrestling. She's amazing, and I just want to see better bookings. In terms of her would be pretty awesome. At number 9, I got Billy Starks. Back to back, you got MIT. Billy Starks is the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion. She's done really, really well for herself ever since she kind of had it was in that tournament. Where I think she defeated Queen Aminata. I think it was Queen Aminata. But definitely love seeing her in this position. Definitely love seeing her on TV more because I feel like she's not the heel. She's not the heel, although she is kind of aligned with the Ring of Honor World Women's Champion, Ember Moon or Athena. But I like her. I feel like she's gonna do great. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool to kind of see her challenge her fellow MIT kind of member. So I don't know. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. All right, at number 8, I got Jade Cargo. I have Jade on this list. I don't have Bianca because Bianca recently lost her chance to, show up at the Money in the Bank match at a Money in the Bank. It's kind of crazy how that kind of works out. But of course, Chelsea Green, the ultimate opportunistic kind of woman here. Kind of reminds me of a female version of like Edge. If he had like, if they're trying to base a run off of any WWE superstar, I feel like Chelsea Green would be perfect as like that Edge kind of material. But also Jade, they're not WWE tag team champions anymore, so she's gonna assert herself finally into WWE singles competition, and I have nothing but high hopes. I feel like she's gonna win. I think next week she's actually in the Money in the Bank qualifier. I think she's gonna win. I think she's gonna win. You're gonna see Bianca Belair, try to be there, try to be supportive for her tag team teammate, for her former fellow WWE World Women's Tag Team title holder. But I feel like Bianca Belair is kind of heading for. I feel like she's kind of heading for a heel. It'd be kind of perfect for her to be heel. because Jade is like still kind of new to the company, so WWE don't really know how Jade Cargill is. I feel like if she does go heel, be like, okay, that kind of figures. She came from AEW. She doesn't have really like any connection to the WWE universe, fans or backstage or fellow, peers. So I think it's perfect. I think it'd be kind of perfect to kind of have Bianca turn on Jade. I see Jade. I don't know if I want to see her holding the briefcase, but I think I kind of see. I loved how I love how she makes it back into the, into singles competition here. So yeah. All right. At number 7, we have Willow of Nightingale, the former New Japan Professional Wrestling Women's Strong Champion, the former AEW TBS champion. She's been cutting a lot of good promos. Obviously, she's kind of heading toward her second win from the Owen Hart Cup in terms of the women's division and for a chance to challenge the champion at All In. I like Willow. I feel like she would be a perfect match for Toni Storm. Obviously, next week you're going to see her fight against Chris Statlander. It's big. It's going to be big. Honestly, I feel like Willow deserves a lot in terms of like professional wrestling booking. She's a champion, more or less. She's kind of a role model. And I'm not trying to steal that away from Bayley, like, oh, the role model, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I just feel like she does really, really well in the limelight. And right now she's kind of taking a step back. So kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. At number 6, I got Mercedes Monae. Mercedes Monae so far has proved herself to be a fighting champion, which is something that I was kind of worried about due to the fact that it took so long for AEW to finally bring her into the ring. But no, she's good. She's good. She's fighting Stephanie McCure over, against at AEW Forbidden Door. So I don't really see Mercedes Moné losing this championship, especially after you kind of beat Willow Nightingale so soon, in my opinion. But I I, I like Mercedes. I do like her. She does kind of have the tendency to cut the same promo over and over again. But she's on this list. She's number 6. So I have nothing, throwing flowers at Mercedes Moné. All right, number 5, I got the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. Bayley, so far, you gotta love Bayley. I love Bayley because, two things. I love, first and foremost, you kind of have her representing the brand that you don't really have Rhea Ripley anymore. And I know that Rhea Ripley's on Monday Night Raw, but I'm just talking in terms of the division itself. You don't have Rhea Ripley anymore. You don't have Becky Lynch. You don't have Charlotte Flair. So the only kind of veteran that you kind of have on your side here is Bayley. And Bayley, I don't think she's a transitional champion or like a bridge champion. I don't know how you guys like to kind of refer it to. But is she going to lose to Nia Jax at SummerSlam? I think so. But Bayley can just pull a win out of nowhere. The fans love her. Obviously, I've, kind of advocated for her to be more or less in the babyface. I didn't like her as a heel. Now that she is full babyface, she is the WWE Women's Champion. I don't think she's going to go anywhere soon. And I know a lot of people, you people are going to be like, Eric, you might be drinking the Bayley Kool-Aid too much. Nia Jax is going to beat her at SummerSlam, and by all means, I agree with that. And I kind of thought that to myself, but honestly, I don't see it. I feel like for the WWE Women's Championship to kind of be on like a nice, like kind of like, kind of steeple to make it prestigious, you have to have Haley. You kind of have to have Bayley hold the belt. You have to, definitely. At number 4, of course, I have the WWE NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez, she's overcome every single obstacle in her way in terms of WWE NXT. You saw her win the match when she tag teamed with Lola Vice last Tuesday, and then she, sent a message out to Lola, be like, look, like, don't get too comfortable, girl. We're gonna fight. And then Lola was kind of like, she attacked her. She's like, why do you like what the hell? Like, why do you have to do that? And then Roxanne Perez, she's all business. She's all business. Definitely a good spot. Definitely a great way to kind of have the WWE NXT Women's Champion should kind of be represented here. Excuse me, with Roxanne Perez. So Definitely throwing flowers at Roxanne Perez. At number three, I got Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace has been my number one for about a month now, but I feel like she's kind of made it down to number three because you don't really have anybody on TNA to ultimately fight her. Like I don't even know if that I don't even know if that makes sense. But Jordan Grace, she's Yatin and Paxley come from WWE NXT, which I think WWE and TNA kind of botched in that. I wish there was more of a competitor to kind of, kind of help Jordan Grace's streak as TNA Knockouts champion, kind of be a little more, be a little more dominant. But I don't know. She lost against Roxanne Perez, given that it was Ash by Elegance and also Tatum Paxley, kind of getting involved there. But I feel like she's not declining. She's not declining. She will always be this dominant champion, and it's to the point where like sometimes you know I don't want to say a boring champion. She's not a boring champion. You just kind of know that she's gonna win, and sometimes that can take the fun out of any professional wrestling talk. If you're talking about someone that's be like, oh, they're gonna win anyway, so why doesn't even matter? Like you're just like, oh, you're right. All right, moving on to our last two. At number two, I got Nia Jax. Like I said before, I don't know how far Nia Jax is going to go, but I know her future really, really bright. She's the queen of the ring. Um, I'm 50-50 right now with her beating Bayley. Will she represent the WWE Women's Championship like Bayley has? It's going to be hard to get the championship offered. That's the reason why I'm kind of thinking to myself that maybe they won't give it a shot. Although I feel like after so much time in WWE, Nia Jax damn well deserves it. But, obviously you kind of have to book matches that are kind of realistic here. I don't think anybody could really defeat Nia Jax besides maybe like someone like Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair or Bianca Belair or Jade Cargo. But if that's the kind of way you want your champion to kind of shape the industry, to shape the women's division, by all means do it. Why not? Give it a shot. Like, who knows? Maybe I could be talking out of my arse at this point. At number one, of course, back to back, I have Toni Storm, the timeless Toni Storm on AEW, making the AEW women's division so much fun. Making it so much fun to watch. You have Mariah May, and of course, you have Mina Shirakawa that are going to, they're gonna have their, they're gonna have their hash out at AEW Forbidden Door. But I gotta love Toni Storm. Gotta love her promos. The best thing about Toni Storm is her promos. And I'm not, obviously it's not an indictment of her at all, but her promos, also the way she holds herself up and the way she fights, and just like her persona, like you can't break that character. You can't break the way Toni Storm is because it's magic. It's magic. Well, guys, do not go anywhere. Our next segment, we're gonna jump. We did the women's power rankings, and now we're gonna do the men. So hey, do not go absolutely anywhere.